Right, so Lucy's documentary idea.
Okay. I think it's a really good idea. I think to add more, like, to stop it from being a bit like a normal documentary, like it could have like a little twist, like one group could like refuse to be interviewed, and she can like go in like covert to like get the information she needs. Yeah.
I think Elijah wants to make it into a thriller.
Just a bit.
Okay, Jude, what did you think of that one?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it could turn out with some like quite a wide range of like results. Not results, but like the sort of like different groups of people. There are quite different people, so you could get quite a nice variety of like content.
Do we need a tighter focus though? If it's just friendship groups, is that going to give you what you want? Because
I think so, because the thing is it like all the groups, some of them are quite different.
yeah,
So I think you can, and I wanted to see, like, I wanted to do all the footage and see at the end whether there was like a clear distinction between why certain people end up in a group with other certain people.
right.
That was my
So how people come together in their groups.
yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
I think if you look at documentaries like Educating Essex and stuff, you can see a lot of social groups there. And obviously if you want to do a documentary, you could kind of follow some of the conventions and editing things they have like that. So if you're interviewing like a certain group, you could have on the bottom like their name and what kind of group they're in. And at the beginning you could, obviously it's a school environment, you could kind of just have a feel of like the school sign and then have a title up in the corner. Like, what was your title?
The social circle.
Yeah, that's quite good. That actually is quite good. So you can kind of have things like that.
Okay. Yeah. Some good suggestions there. Very good suggestions. And definitely look into documentary filming techniques. Quite an easy thing to Google and actually sort of look at some other documentaries on YouTube, because other people would have done some good ones on maybe similar subjects at times. What did you guys think of that one? Is it something that you would be interested in watching, do you think?
Not every time. With documentaries, do you want to get like a narrator? Sometimes a bit of comedy to it.
Yeah. Did you have the idea of having a narrator? Sorry.
There will be a voiceover. I'm not going to do it. I don't have a voice for that, but maybe EJ.
I think Amy likes doing voiceovers. The other thing, sort of leaving aside, whether you're going to have a narrator or not, if you were to actually have one, would it be sort of comic, and sort of light-hearted, like you sort of often get in these documentaries, or more serious?
I think it will be light-hearted. I don't think you should really, friendship groups and that. I don't think it could be serious.
Yeah.
It would be quite nice, I think.
Is this, sometimes with these documentaries, it sort of cuts between sort of conversations. So it might be sort of with one group and somebody says something and then it cuts somewhere else, and then it might come back again, then jump to another one and then come back again to one of the others. Are you going to go for that sort of approach? So it's quite quick moving?
I will do that. It depends on the conversations that are going on in the group. That's something that I'd really have to decide after I filmed everything and watched it all.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I've done that, if it can work like that, then that would definitely be an option.
Yeah.
You
Can-
could do like interview type things.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is once I've filmed all the interview and footage, I'm going to work out people from each group and I'm going to get them to do just interviews on their own. Yeah.
You could also get like Mr. Julian or someone, you could interview him and ask his opinion on what he thinks all the social groups are.
Yeah. Get like an adult's opinion.
Yeah.
Because he does do sociology as well, so he looks close to it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure if it's already been mentioned, but are the people that you're going to interview, I know you said you're going to take some out and interview them like separately, but are you going to interview anyone sort of like in their own area, so like at lunchtime when they're sitting together in their groups having lunch?
Good point.
I didn't actually think about that, but yeah, no, I probably would, like, all the group together.
I think what you could, and also you're going to plan it, as in you're going to tell them, oh, can I interview you?
Yeah.
Because you could probably,
Another great point.
you could probably like just sort of spring it up on them, like just get a camera and start filming and actually have them react sort of naturally maybe.
Rather than plan, exactly.
And if it doesn't work, you just don't have to use it.
That's
You could
good.
spring it on.
I'll probably do that. I might plan a few of them in case that doesn't quite work out. But yeah, I won't like tell anyone.
You could also portray some of like the conflicts, because not everyone in the group gets on. Obviously, some people have that person that they just don't really
And like the
interact
difference
with.
between girls and boys, I think the girls group have more conflict.
Oh yeah, because in our group we've got boys and girls, and the things they talk about we're just not interested in, so we just kind of talk about our own thing.
Yeah.
And you could kind of film like the reactions we have to their conversations. Because they're not doing what we want to hear.
Right.
Yeah. One potential problem is people not taking it seriously. Do you think that's something that will worry you at all?
No, I think that's always part of school. Like,
Yeah.
that's what you expect.
Yeah.
So that's why it's really appeal to the audience.
But it just means sort of people just larking around and not really being particularly helpful to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
then I won't interview them.
Okay, Tom, what do you think about this one?
I think it's a good idea, and it will appeal to everyone really, because you're interested to see, and you can relate. So if even you're in a different school, you can think, oh yeah, that happens in my school, and it will drag the audience in and make them really interested.
Yeah. I think sort of one of the key things for you here is the more footage you get, the more interviews or whatever you like to call them, or sort of just fly on the wall type sort of documentary stuff you have, the more you're going to have to choose from. And then it's just purely how you select it and how you order it. And I think that is your crucial thing. If you do that part really well, it could be great, really fun to watch. The alternative is it just is really flat and a bit dull.
Yeah.
So definitely sort of your editing of it, although it might not be as flashy to edit, as other people might be sort of doing, quite more, more straightforward, but just the way you piece it together, I think is going to be important. Any other views on this one?
I think it's interesting to do a documentary. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, okay.